Now, it wasn't just a paper that you published, you know, around the high carb thing. It was your message. You were Tim Noakes, the carbo loading guy.
Yeah.
It was your life to an extent.
Yes.
And I think you tweeted something along the lines of, you know, you fessing up is like the devout making a confession. Yeah. So you felt this emotionally when you thought perhaps you had it wrong after so many years. Was that a difficult thing to come to grips with?
No, you know, it wasn't difficult for me to say I'm wrong. That's easy. What
happens all the time.
Yeah. The difficulty was I knew what the outcome would be, and I never expected it to be, in fact, as inflamed as it was.
So your gospel message at some stage was one that you needed to reject. What did that feel like? Did you feel a sense of responsibility, of remorse, of pain and anguish? Could you sleep?
Not at all. It was just fantastic, because you have to understand that my life changed within 1 hour, literally within an hour. So I'd just written my second last book called Waterlogged, which attacked the sports drink industry and showed how the industry had manipulated science and sports medicine organizations to give information that was totally wrong and completely unscientific. And I was on the other side, and I was also demonized on that one. But eventually I wrote a book which took 30 years, and I finished it the one night, and in the middle of the night my brain said to me, you get up tomorrow morning and you run, and you don't stop running for the rest of your life. That's what it told me. The last time it spoke to me was in 1967 when I was in California, and my brain woke me up and said, you will study medicine at the University of Cape Town. It was a few weeks after Chris Barnard had performed the first human heart transplant. So I've had these two messages in my life. You see, the one was to do medicine, and the other one was to get up at 6 o'clock and run. So at 5 to 6, my brain woke me up, and I sort of struggled out the door, put on my running clothes, and I struggled around the flattest course in my area, and it was terrible. So I've run comrades at a huge pace up these monster hills, and here's this little hill in Constantia, and I reached the top, and my heart rate's 150, and I feel like I'm about to die. So I said, okay, something's got to change. So I went home, and by chance, and I mean, life is all about chance, there's an email saying lose 6 kilograms in 6 weeks and without hunger. So I said, that's bogus. And then I noticed the 3 scientists were really highly respectable scientists, and I knew I could trust them. So I went and bought their book, and an hour later I said, that's it, I've eaten my last carbohydrate. And within a week, it was magic. And in 4 weeks, my running just came back. I went back 20 years. I just went back to a 40-year-old. Just within 5 weeks, my running was the same speed as I had done in the 40s. And I couldn't believe it. I just got this urge of enthusiasm and energy. And so then that I knew, then okay, so now it's a matter of time before we can tell the rest of the world that this is what happens.